Hello and welcome. My name is Karen King, and I help people heal and live happy, healthy, and free lives. How do I do that? Well, a lot of it is holistic healing. I'm an addict in recovery. I'm 7+ years, and I wasn't always this way. And I relapsed multiple times. So today's topic is how meditation helps with addiction recovery. So I don't know about you, at least there's a lot of resources now and it's a lot more vocal. But back when I got sober, or was trying to get sober a long time ago, there wasn't a lot of information out there. It was pretty much like go to AA and, well, yeah, just go to AA. Which most people who are alcoholics don't want to go. That seems like the last thing you want to do, right? If you're joining, let me know who you are, where you're joining from. Give me a little shout. And thanks for being here. Okay, so how meditation helps with addiction recovery? Well, first of all, if you are an addict, most likely you are super stressed out, you have anxiety, and you're also depressed. So stressed, anxious, and depressed. That is no fun. That is no fun. Trust me, I've been there, done that. Meditation. Okay. So another thing you might say is, I can't meditate. I tried it once. My brain's just do. Yeah. Well, why do you think that? Because you are an addict. Or you are in recovery, but you're not doing the work, which, let me tell you this, if you want to get sober, clean and sober, and you're not going all in on you, it's going to be hard. And I only speak from experience. I literally speak from experience. So when you're going, you want to get sober and you're not going all in with you and you're not changing your lifestyle at all. You're like white knuckling it, trying not to drink, and you're literally like miserable because you removed that thing that you used to go to help you, even though it's actually hurting you because alcohol is depressant. So when you remove it and you're not like feeling that thing that you were addicted to, that you thought was helping you let go of, relax at night or cope with a stressful day, or, oh my God, like that person, really got on my nerves. So what can you do to kind of align yourself more and give you that toolbox? So I also like to give people like a spiritual toolbox where they're ready to pull the stuff out when they are faced with stressful situations, and maybe they're trying to be sober or they're newly sober, something happens, boom, and they're like, and trust me, I've been there, and I was like, forget it, I'm just going to the liquor store, I can't take this anymore. And you're literally just you're in this constant perpetual nightmare. Literally it is Groundhog Day over and over when you're trying to get clean and sober and you're not actually, and you don't know what to do. You're like, what do I do? Okay, so one thing that I will tell you is for anxious, stressed out people, meditation can do wonders. Meditation can connect you, calm you, first thing in the morning. So all of my clients, I ask them, do you meditate? Oh, I tried that. Okay, so you have to practice. You don't just get all zen-like and the first time you try. No. And even a very experienced person who's meditated, you're still, your mind will wander. It's just practice, bringing it back to breath and just working through it. Okay, so Insight Timer is a great app. I use it. You can find me on there. And if we happen to be meditating, if we're connected, we happen to be meditating at the same time, it'll say like so and so we meditated together. You can say thanks for meditating with me. So grasp the concept that like your health and your well-being should be number one priority. Even if you're a parent, you and your health should still be number one priority. Because if you're not taking care of yourself properly and you're like healthy, if you're not, then that's trickling down into your children. They're feeling the energy. They know you're stressed out, or they see these bad habits that you are doing. It's not helping anyone, not at all. So when you, first thing in the morning, when you decide, okay, I'm going to meditate. And even if it's 1 minute that you take every single morning before you walk out of your house, you literally you could do it right when you wake up. You could do it and get your coffee or whatever it is. So I drink warm lemon water first thing in the morning, and then I drink coffee. And I make sure that I meditate, even if it's literally like 5 minutes, but you might be 1 minute. So how do you do that? Well, you can do it in many different ways. You could go for a walk in nature. You could sit outside in nature and close your eyes and just focus on your breath. You can keep your palms up, your palms, however you want to do it. You can lay down, whatever works for you and feels comfortable. So this is what I'm going to say. You get that ability. So once you start meditating and you understand that breath and that connection with the mind and source within, and you're making that connection first thing in the morning, when you go out in your day, it's a lot easier to manage stress. You're not like rushing out and going in the rat race and you're like, oh my God, I'm late for work. Okay. So before you get into that groove, take that time, even if it's like 1 minute, to center yourself. So literally you're taking 1 minute of your morning routine. So do you have a morning routine? Because if you don't, you should have one. Because then it's like, okay, this is what I do. And if you are an addict or somebody who's in recovery, but you're not happy and you're still stressed out and you're anxious, then you're really important. Your mental health and your well-being is really important. So give yourself that self-love, that self-care routine so that you're able to go out in the world and freaking crush it. And, stress comes in and you're like, oh, I know how to take care of it. Yeah, you know how to take care of it. Because you can focus on your breath. You can remember, is anything wrong in this moment right here, right now? Is anything wrong in this moment right here, right now? No. You're good. So remember, when it comes to addiction and recovery, you are number one. Your recovery is number one. Your self-care, you gotta go all in on your self-care. Literally. Have routines. Have a morning routine. Make sure you meditate before you go outside in the world. The world, there's all this energy. There's like so much going on. So if you take that time in the morning to center yourself, to tap into source within, before you head out into the world, you will literally find a lot. You're going to be able to cope with just anxiety and stress that much easier. I guarantee you. I really do. So in addiction and recovery, meditation is key. especially if you take that time first thing in the morning for yourself and to connect with your breath, connect with source, align yourself, even if it's 1 minute. So, it depends on my schedule, but personally, like 12-minute meditation is pretty magical because it's not too long, it's not too short, or say 10 to 12 minutes. When I can, I do longer, but I love to meditate. So, if I could meditate all day, I would. That's not really realistic right now. So, but I've found, and my clients have found that when they do meditate, they're able to just manage stress so much easier than if they forgot to meditate. And I can tell you what, if there is a day where I don't meditate for some off chance and I go out the door and I rush out the door, I am I can't, it's so, yeah, it's basically just do yourself a favor, give yourself that self-love, and take the time in your mornings to at least do a minute of connection with your breath. If you can do longer, great. And honestly, if you just sit in silence, that is one of the best ways to just meditate, is literally just turn everything off. If I were to turn everything off in my house right now and I had my clock going and it was just tick, 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 that would be honestly a super way to meditate. On Insight Timer, there's chimes, there's so many different, there's topics. So if you are having, you want to cut ties with the toxic relationship, cut cords, I'm sure there's cord cutting meditations. I know there are, as a matter of fact. So there's all different kinds. I actually can't wait to get back into meditation and doing meditations, for you guys. And that is my plan. I got sidetracked and derailed when I was in that toxic relationship and I kind of lost myself. But I am back and I'm grateful for the experience, grateful to have the comeback stronger and more centered and more aligned with universe and divine energy, infinite intelligence. So just do yourself a favor, try it out. Don't quit the first time. Trust me. Yes, your mind will wander. Bring it back to breath and just keep practicing it and keep practicing it. And when it comes to addiction, you'll have that coping skill when you get stressed out and you get anxious, because that's when you want to go for that drink. Because you're like, oh, screw it. I want to check out and I want to just disappear. Trust me, I used to do it all the time. I'm a full-time pro at this. I'm not just talking out of my butt. I'm literally telling you what used to happen. I'd be like, I get the ethics. I'd just be like, go to the liquor store. And then I would self-sabotage. Why? Because I didn't have the coping mechanisms. I didn't have healthy routines. I really had no game plan. So morning routine, and also just take care of yourself. You are number one. Oxygen mask on first, and then everybody else will win. As long as you're taking care of yourself, everybody wins around you. And the right people in the right places and the right things are going to surround you because you are doing that for you. So if you have any questions, let me know. If you like this content, click like and subscribe, and hope to see you soon. Thanks for being here. Appreciate you. Bye.